Yeah, I have the lobby here. I just sent you a ping, so start walking this way. Okay, hold on, Scott. Kelly Huffman's on the phone. Give me 1 second. Hey. Yeah, okay, sounds good. We'll get our live view up and ready and strong.
Oh, it's transmitting right now.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. Thanks. Bye.
What's
Okay,
up?
it's now been transmitting?
Yeah, it has been for about 10 to 15 minutes. What are we thinking here? Okay. I'll have to get the microphone when you're ready to go on.
Yeah, we're about to go on like right now.
Okay. I'll just leave the shot be
Okay.
and I'll be...
Sounds good. Okay, I'll get plugged in here.
Are they thinking as soon as possible?
Okay, we're ready, right?
As far as I can tell, we're transmitting
I'm
and...
just gonna stretch. I mean... Yeah, I can hear you. We're ready. Yeah. No. Well, yes, as you mentioned, I mean, this is kind of a situation that everyone's walking into blindly right now, and I'll step out of the way because there's a lot going on. It's a lot to process. I will say I parked a few blocks away just because obviously these roads are blocked off right now. To your point, we've been hearing these reports of this active shooter situation here at Annunciation Church, and on my way here, you guys, I mean, we saw parents running around. People are stopping me and asking me what's going on because they're hearing about these reports too, but also have no idea what they're walking into. You can see here, just from this shot alone, there are so many different agencies here. You guys mentioned ATF. State Patrol is here. We're seeing Golden Valley Police here, Minneapolis Police. I mean, there are agencies of all sorts here right now. Obviously, the mayor and the governor came out with something as well, saying that they were very well aware of the situation that's unfolding here. This doesn't even do it justice, you guys. I mean, behind us, it's hard to show here right now just because, you know, we're very confined in this tiny space here that we're told to be at. But there are lines of cars down behind me. I mean, people are just standing by waiting to see what's going on. And there's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of panic in this area right now as people are trying to figure out what's going on. Obviously, these parents are trying to think about their kids if they're going to school right next door. We talked about how first day of school was just 2 days ago. And now they're scared, obviously. Parents are asking me what's going on. They have no idea. Obviously, these guys here who are investigating and trying to figure out what's going on as well are busy. It looks like Mayor Fry is here right now. I don't know if our shot's capturing that, but Mayor Fry is here. He has just ran inside the tape line there, so he's obviously here. Mayor presence, and there are more people stopping by and trying to figure out what's going on. Neighbors, even. There's Mayor Fry running right now. Not exactly sure what he is doing. I'm sure he's trying to make sure that, he's able to talk to parents and figure things out there. But guys, there's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of panic here. There's a lot of people on their phones trying to tell people what's going on, even though it's really unclear at this point. These reports have come in, and we're obviously trying to figure out what's going on too. We'll stay here, but this is our shot. You have the FBI here as well. We're seeing that vest as we're kind of just patrolling this area. I did hear actually someone saying to a group of parents that they should stage somewhere else. They should all go to this one area. I'm not exactly sure which location they were pointing to, but it sounds like the parents right now, there's groups of parents who are sticking together as they try to figure out what's going on, especially if their kids are in school here. I heard from some neighbors who were telling me they heard what sounded like gunfire. That's not confirmed. We just heard that from neighbors who live in the area. We are looking for any sort of information right now. Obviously, there's a lot at play here. If you're just joining us this morning, this is a very confusing scene to look at because you're talking about the State Patrol, you're talking about Golden Valley PD, Minneapolis PD, fire. I mean, every single agency you can think of is here right now. Lines of cars, you guys, lights on. I mean, we saw Mayor Fry arrive here on scene just a few minutes ago, running towards the school and the church. As far as I'm aware, this whole area around the school and the church are blocked off. So, that's what I was mentioning earlier is when I parked, I had to park probably 5 blocks down. I ran here along with parents. I ran alongside them, actually, and we were running and talking about what was going on. I think this is a situation that is, it's going to definitely bring in more people here. Neighbors are now starting to come out, more neighbors than I've ever seen. And this isn't the only space that these agencies are in, right? I mean, if this report of an active shooter situation is true, right, they're going to be patrolling all sorts of areas around this area. Even up above, we're seeing helicopters. We're hearing them all above us. I didn't even mention that. This is it's going to be a long morning here, guys. And this is, again, the information. We don't have the information right now. It's very limited at this point. We're trying to figure out what's going on as well. So obviously, we'll stay here, try to gather everything we can for you, and we'll keep you updated, guys. Back to you. Yeah. Thanks.
Scott?
We need to be, one of us needs to be here. Alex Kendall, Scott,
Yep.
Alex Kendall is at a different entrance by the Catholic school. Parents are going in the gym right now. I don't either.
And we ain't gonna get anywhere past the other. We can go super out and see if we can find her. Put it on and do that. Let's move it. Yeah, correct. I'll just have that line. No,
I think we should, I kind of want to go there right now. I will run there if that is the case. Alex Kendall is at this school. I don't know how to help, but apparently parents are going to the gym right now. If you're not going, I'll go.
We'll go.
Yeah.
We'll go.
Okay.
Let's go, Corey.
Okay.
We got those things.
Okay, you guys go
I
back.
know this place well. I walked past it. Okay. I was at Starbucks with my brother. We're going to go back to Blackmore, huh? Let's go.
Ryan.
Hey, back up, please. Back up. Are you parent? Shit. Day at school? Wait. Go from my way. If you go out this front over here, follow that. Sir. Here, over here. That truck right there.
You can be singing thing?
Sure.
Hey, can we get on the air?
Stand off to the side just in case they want to take this shot. Thank you.
Hey, I have you. Yeah, it's not necessarily, I heard from someone who's at the other entrance. I heard that students were on lockdown kind of in the gym area and they were told to stay there to kind of get like a roster head count to make sure who's all there, and then they're at the staging area too, so. Sure. Well, let me get out of the way. Here's a big armored vehicle here coming on through right now, if you can see this. This is a special weapons and tactics vehicle that's going in right now into the scene, past the crime tape. They're making some space for it. SWAT team is arriving now at this point. It's unclear why. I just want to report some information really quick for you guys. that we're hearing from some people who are at a different entrance by the school right now. We did hear that students were told to be in the gym area so that they can kind of get a head count of the students who were there. We also heard that there was ambulances on site, and you can see here as well, this is a parent who is hugging a trooper right now with the State Patrol. We've been seeing a lot of this, you guys. This morning I said even, I parked 5 blocks down the road. I ran over here alongside some parents who were asking me what was going on. And keep in mind, because this is such a big space, there are so many different roads that are blocked off right now. So parents are arriving at all sorts of different entrances right now, trying to figure out how they can get through. And I will say it's very clear that if you're a parent, they're just going to let you right in and get you to that staging area. Just got a text from a friend too, you guys, who kind of lives in this neighborhood. They just got a text message from the city. Active police situation at the Annunciation Church on this address. No active threat to the community at this time. Shooter is contained. Avoid the area of West 54th from Lyndale to Nicollet to allow emergency personnel to help victims. Families of children at the school can go to the reunification zone at Annunciation School. There are more vehicles arriving as we speak, and this area is already blocked off, so of course it's only making way for these armored vehicles, law enforcement of course who are arriving. But I just wanted to give you guys an update with where the students are right now. Again, last update I heard was that they were inside the gym to make sure that staff and whoever is there right now helping out could get an accurate head count of everybody. Right now though, I will say if you just live in the area and you have no connection to here, I think a lot of these law enforcement agencies are just trying to spread the message to give them some space, because obviously their first priority is making sure the parents are reunited with their children that they're worried about, right? So that's just one thing that I've heard during my time here. I know Corin is a little closer to the actual building itself. So this is what we're seeing here. Lots of confused faces, lots of calls, lots of people asking me what's going on, lots of tears. And we'll be here for a while, guys, as we gather some more stuff. Back to you. Yeah.
Cody had to run back and get his back.
2 days ago.
Yeah, and it is a very small Catholic school. It's very see the stage behind Russian.
There's another parent over here. What is that, a canine? Yeah. Canine is here. Take Corin's live shot. What are we doing?
Yeah, there's more happening here. I mean, over there is just streets closed off and
Yeah.
parents waiting.
I can't believe it.
You know, I swear to God, I'm just nothing phases. I mean, I shouldn't say it doesn't faze me, but I mean, you hear people say, "I can't believe it's happening in my neighborhood." Well, you know, I can't honestly say that. It's like you've come to expect it, or caution to have at some point in your life.
FBI is here. SWAT is here. Oh, they're crazy. Are they getting interviews? Looks like it.
I'm getting a picture of you guys, if that's all right. In motion, in work mode, I'm not quite sure. Is that all right?
What?
In work mode, I'm just
Yeah.
getting a shot of you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just looking-
No worries.
You don't have to look at the camera.
Who is that person? She had a, so she's in the black right there, but she has a gun, like in her. Maybe
know.
is she like the lead investigator or
I
something?
have no idea. Alex, did you hear anything?
I did.
Okay, that didn't group the story, so.
Yeah. Now, I didn't hear it as strongly as some of my other neighbors because I was in the basement. I had news up. Believe it or not, I had Fox 9 on.
Oh yeah.
I did. And so my neighbor called, who lives right next door, and she said, "What is that noise? What is that noise?" And I was just coming up the stairs, and I heard the last bit of it, and it was loud. I was like,
Yeah.
You live here?
I'm on Harriet and 55th.
Yeah, so that's just
like,
a couple blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something.
So one up.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another. Children are walking out with parents right now.
Only got about 20% of my live view power left from working all day on crime all day.
Yeah.
So just so know, if we need to take a a little bit of a break to get more of a charge. I'm not that far away.
Sure. We're talking about you right now on the news.
Oh, really?
Courtney's just citing you and saying,
Oh.
like, hey, we were talking to her earlier.
Received arriving.
There we go. Why so late? God, I mean, O'Hara has had such a busy night.
God, I know there were like 3 other shootings.
Yeah,
like,
3
in the
other
last-
shootings, yeah. That's not the chief. Oh, you saw him? Okay. I'm sure they just heard about it and came straight here. Okay, that would make sense. Okay.
And did manage to talk to one more of the parents here, and they said that they knew of at least a couple of kids who had been shot but had survived. But beyond that, don't really have any updates here. It does feel a little intrusive, like I said earlier, to try to talk to these folks as they leave what's probably the worst moment of their children's lives. And they're all kind of clutching their kids pretty tightly, and just trying to embrace them as they walk out of here. But that was, from what they said, inside the mass. It was an all school mass, so it's every student at this school. And so all of them, at least to some extent, witnessed this, whether they saw exactly what was happening or just could hear it. They were all there. So you can see all of these folks who were uninjured who are walking out. But again, it's a very emotional time for them. A lot of these kids are walking out of here in tears, or just with grimacing on their faces, and you can imagine why. It's a pretty tough situation for all of them. Yeah, I don't know much more I can add to that, but you can see a lot of them right there, and it's pretty tough.
We just lost. Hey, I don't know what's going on. We just lost IFB. Hey, this is Scott. We have no IFB out here. Oh my God, they did it. Thank you. Ma'am.
Why they here then? Why you here? This is my community.
You're here
Why
for
you being
attention.
Karen?
And
How
it's
am I
not
for attention?
Yes, you are.
How am I for attention? How am I for attention? Be quiet, Karen.
How are you
You,
supporting?
you want me on social media? I got 2 million followers on TikTok. Yeah, like stop harassing people. This is my area. Then you should leave too then. You should leave too. The fuck? That's Karen.
Listen how you talk.
Be quiet, dumb fuck bitch.
Listen how you talk.
Oh my god, are you triggered because someone has signed support?
Listen
Oh my god, you are bigot. You are bigot. You are bigot.
All these names you've
Oh my
thrown at me,
God.
and I've thrown none at you. Not once.
What?
I've thrown no names at you.
But you didn't rip up my sign. You ripped up my sign.
I ripped up your
Yeah, you
sign.
did.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I said his friend did. Yeah, Karen. Stop harassing me. Yeah. I'm here for support. Oh, to end gun violence. No, I'm not here for spotlight. Literally, I'm in high school. I live down here. Yeah, so why you harassing someone's neighbor? Then why you out here? You don't know what I came from? What the hell? The minute was up so this far. Yeah. So I was harassed by all these people here to support. They don't like support out here. Go USA.
Hey!
10:30 they're going to give out information.
Oh, 10:30?
Not here, on the other.
Other side?
Yeah.
No hay nada de información. A las 10:30 va a haber más información.
Definitely. Some of these kids could probably use a dog to pet. I'm watching all these people come out, and I'm torn between like being the newsman who's here and wants to ask everybody questions, and the human being who wants to just let them be.
Got a notebook?
I know, I'm not even trying to put junk down. Okay, I'm sorry. Out here, Dan. Take care.
Do you have a phone charger in your bag?
Yeah, where's my bag? It's
Appreciate
over
it.
there.
Just a cable.
talked to somebody and was like angrily told no. Nice work, by the way. I'm glad we got over here. Yeah. Get these dogs. Get the dogs. Huh? Get the dogs.
There's pieces on the ground. It might be from some
Oh
equipment.
gosh.
I don't know what it is.
Beats me, but I'll ask him. Thank you. Is that yours? I don't think so. No, it's not yours. Hey, is this yours? It's kind of loose on the ground.
I don't know what it's from. Yeah.
Okay. That's why somebody else brought water. I didn't get the water till you there. Children being treated is what we're saying.
Is the chief's presser still at 10:30?
It said, I don't know if it's the chief or the governor or both.
Yeah.
But yes, that's. I mean, oftentimes they're kind of late on these things, but
Yeah, because I know one got pushed to 11, but it sounds like the chief one is still going on at 10:30.
it's the chief at 10:30. The
Okay.
governor's not here yet.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I think the chief and the mayor is what we're getting on our end.
Yeah, I'll keep it on.
So I think Jacob.
Hi, Sarah.
Corner of Grand Avenue.
Hey everybody, I'll just take your attention for a second. My name is Adam Fetcher. I'm the city's Chief Communications Officer. Just letting you know we're running a little bit behind schedule. We'll get started as quickly as possible. If you have inquiries in the meantime, please email communications@minneapolismn.gov. Thank you.
There was a guy from Minneapolis that just left a couple minutes ago. He said running behind behind 40, and there's still like dozens of people around. I don't think I haven't heard all of that. Wait, I'm seeing that short. Third, I think it's fine. Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be here.
Test 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
That was like, did you get the new cover sheet for the TPS report?
Check, 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 check. Mic check, 1, 2, 3, check, 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 check.
Check, 1, 2, 3, check, check, 1, 2, check, check, 1, 2, 3, check, check.
you about a 30-second to 60-second warning.
Kids are on their way. O'Hara and Friday. Everyone's coming.
There are no words that can capture the horror and the evil of this unspeakable act. Children are dead. There are families that have a deceased child. You cannot put into words the gravity, the tragedy, or the absolute pain of this situation. We are a Minneapolis family. But to everybody out there, do not think of these as just somebody else's kids. Those families are suffering immense pain right now. Think of this as if it were your own. Every one of us needs to be wrapping our arms around these families, giving them every ounce that we can muster. These were Minneapolis families. These were American families. And the amount of pain that they are suffering right now is extraordinary. And don't just say this is about thoughts and prayers right now. These kids were literally praying. It was the first week of school. They were in a church. These are kids that should be learning with their friends. They should be playing on the playground. They should be able to go to school or church in peace without the fear or risk of violence, and their parents should have the same kind of assurance. These are the sort of basic assurances that every family should have, every step of the day, regardless of where they are in our country. I'm so deeply saddened, and I'm so sorry to the families that I know are suffering right now. My ask is to everyone, stand by them. Love them. These families have forever been changed, and we've all been changed with them. We need to do everything possible to support them through this time. We have a family resource center that has been set up. I'm grateful for all of the law enforcement agencies from a number of different jurisdictions, all the different departmental support that we've received. They're going to be working tirelessly. There's also a family resource center that is being set up as we speak to make sure that we're there for everybody. Again, to the families that are suffering, to those that have experienced loss, I'm so deeply sorry. We're going to be with you every step of the way. We love you. This kind of act of evil should never happen, and it happens far too often. The chief will provide additional details.
My name is Brian O'Hara, B-R-I-A-N, O''H-A-R-A. I am the Minneapolis Police Chief. Earlier today, just before 8:30 a.m., our city experienced an unthinkable tragedy. Minneapolis police officers responded to a report of a shooting at a mass that was happening at the Annunciation Roman Catholic Church on the block behind me. This worship service was marking the first week of school for children that are attending the Annunciation Catholic School. During the Mass, a gunman approached on the outside, on the side of the building, and began firing a rifle through the church windows towards the children sitting in the pews at the Mass. Shooting through the windows, he struck children and worshipers that were inside the building. The shooter was armed with a rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol. This was a deliberate act of violence against innocent children and other people worshiping. The sheer cruelty and cowardice of firing into a church full of children is absolutely incomprehensible. Police officers from the Minneapolis Police Department immediately responded, entered the church, and attempted to provide first aid and rescue some of the children that were hiding throughout the building, while other first responders came and EMS responded to rush victims to nearby hospitals. 2 young children, ages 8 and 10, were killed where they sat in the pews. Their parents have been notified. 17 other people were injured, 14 of them being children. 2 of those children are in critical condition. The coward who fired these shots ultimately took his own life in the rear of the church. Our hearts are broken for the families who have lost their children, for these young lives that are now fighting to recover, and for our entire community that has been so deeply traumatized by this senseless attack. We will stand together to protect our children, our schools, and our houses of worship. This deliberate act of violence is just a sign of cruelty that is beyond comprehension. Our hearts are broken for everyone that's been affected by this tragedy. As we begin the difficult path of healing, I want the community to know this, that even in the face of such evil, the Minneapolis Police Department and all of our law enforcement partners stand with our community. We stand with these families and with this parish. We will continue to be here for you. With that, the investigation is obviously in its preliminary stages, and I will attempt to take some questions to provide further information.
Chief, what can you tell us about the suspect in this case? How old was he? Any kind of motivation? Any notes or any other information you might have left behind?
So we were looking, the question was, what can be said about the shooter? We believe it is one suspect, a sole shooter. We believe he is deceased. He is in his early 20s, does not have an extensive known criminal history, and we are looking through information left behind to try and determine some type of motive.
How many kids at the school?
How many children? There were, I don't have an exact, the question was how many children at the school. There were dozens of children inside the Mass at the time. I don't have an exact count. The children have been relocated into the school, which is where their families are reunifying with them.
Shooter, other than the weapons, was the shooter a student, former student? Was he a former employee? Do we know that?
The question was, do we know if if the shooter was a former school employee or a former student? We don't have that information.
Did you leave anything behind other than the weapons?
There's a vehicle. The question was anything left behind? There's a vehicle that we believe that the suspect used that is being searched, and we will be conducting other searches related to this. Inside the parking lot here.
There was some neighbors who said that the door to the church had been barricaded.
Yep.
Is that correct?
So the question was, neighbors had said that the door to the church had been barricaded. The shooter approached on one side of the church building, and on that side, at least 2 doors, it appears there had been like a 2x4 placed. So not all of the doors around the building, but on the side where the shooter did fire. On the outside, yes.
Shootings related.
The question was there any explosives? There were reports of that. There were no explosives or improvised devices that we found. I do believe there was one, I guess you would call it a smoke bomb, like not an explosive, but a sort of a firework that would release smoke.
The building, north, south.
The side that is closest to us, here on this side. Yep.
Incident related. Also at these nearby homes.
I don't have specific information on that I can release.
Gunshot wound, the suspect?
Yeah, the question was, is he dead from a gunshot wound? The answer is yes. We believe he took his own life in the parking lot.
Was this outside or both inside that he was shooting?
The question was he shooting outside and inside? He was absolutely shooting outside of the building on the side of the church, inside through the windows. It appears he may have gone inside, but I don't believe we've located any casings inside the building. So I'm not certain if he fired also while inside. It appears, if not all, most of the shooting happened outside the building.
Shooting related to any other shootings that happened in the last 24 hours?
Yeah, Taylor's asking, is this related to any of the other shootings? This does not appear to be related to any other shooting in the city.
You know approximately how many rounds were fired?
The question was how many rounds? I would say it's in the dozens. We don't have an exact count. There's a sidewalk on the outside as well as a grassy area, so obviously we are going through and taking our time to process the scene.
Was he firing just one weapon, like the rifle, or?
The question was he firing one weapon? We believe he had fired all three. He had a rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol. Were the weapons, was he lawfully carrying the weapons? I don't have that information, and I don't have any information on any significant criminal history either.
Was he dressed at all in any tactical type of gear or anything?
It appeared he had some black clothing on, his cargo-type pants. I guess you could interpret that as, however you like.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for helping us to get the information out today. We have a lot
more
work
questions?
that needs to be done. We will return back later today to provide more details as they become available, and we'll let you know how you can know about that in the moments to come. Thank you. How can the public help? Great.
Once again, folks, if you have further inquiries you want to send via email, communications@minneapolismn.gov. Thanks. Hey, folks, one other quick thing.
This incident, 2 of them were adult patients, 9 pediatric patients. 4 of them required the operating room. And up to this point in time, there have been no fatalities related to any of those patients that were brought to our organization. I want to take a moment to tell you how proud I am to work for this organization and the teams that were involved, the resources, again, that were mobilized, our surgical colleagues, our medicine colleagues, our amazing nursing staff, our psychologists that help process these events for us, environmental services, all those involved. Hennepin EMS brought in all the critical patients from that scene to our organization, and we were very lucky to have 2 emergency medicine, emergency medical services directors that were on scene and able to provide us with really important information that again helped us to prepare for this event. So I don't have any individual or specific information about the patients at this time for you, so that's all I can share. Thank you for being here. Any questions?
You said they were in critical condition?
7 were brought in as critical patients, and at this time I don't know the updates on what the conditions are of many of them. 4 of them required the operating room, as I said.
That there was a baby?
There were, again, 9 of the 11 patients were pediatric ages. I can't remember the exact name, the exact ages. I believe it's 6 all the way up to 14. That's the range.
Can you tell us a little bit about what types of teams you had working this morning, how many people it takes to treat a scene like that?
Yeah, you know, whenever that type of a page goes out, again, it really puts into motion a lot of a big response from all of the teams. And so we are, because we're a level 1 trauma center, we have to, mobilize certain types of resources like, operating rooms and the surgical services. We have to have emergency providers and nurses. We have to, mobilize things like the laboratory and the blood bank. So there's a lot of planning, and again, a lot of exercises we do throughout the year to prepare for these events. And unfortunately, we respond to many of them throughout the year.
Can you talk about the injuries at all, or any type of what you're seeing here with some of these patients?
I can't get into specifics, but we are dealing with gunshot wound injuries from apparently a high-velocity weapon. And, gunshot wounds can be very problematic because they can involve multiple body systems. And again, they require a lot of resources to manage. But again, we see a lot of gunshot wounds here at Hennepin Healthcare, and we're among the best in the nation every year at managing penetrating trauma. So we are used to seeing them.
Does anyone tell us where the status of the 11? Are any of them still in surgery?
I don't know the status of it. I can't share that with you at this time.
Was anyone shot more than one?
I can't share that information with you at this time.
Can you confirm the families of some of the victims that made their way here?
Yeah, we've had quite a bit of effort to stand up a reunification center across the street here in our clinical specialty care building. And so to my knowledge, I believe all or almost all of the families and loved ones have been reunited with patients and know their status.
Do you know if anyone is being treated at any other locations?
My understanding was we had a lot of the non-critical patients that went to Children's Hospital, and I believe one went to Masonic Children's Hospital as well. I don't know the status of any of those patients.
Can you speak to the toll it takes on physicians here who have to handle these types of cases and mass handle the cases within hours?
Yeah, it does take a toll. Thank you for asking that. Asking that question. I think. Again, we have psychologists that we have dedicated to our emergency department to help with our providers and our nurses and other workers that manage these types of events. Again, we've had 2 mass casualty events happen in the last 24 hours. I mean, that does take a toll. But we also have to recognize that we are here as a critical resource for our community, and we have to take time to process, these the care that we deliver in these situations, and we have to be able to move forward because we are obviously needed.
And none of those patients have been discharged?
Not to my knowledge.
You said there were 11 total, and 9 of them were pediatrics ages 6 to 14, but 7 were in critical condition. Are all of those that are pediatric, those 6 to 14, are all of those in critical condition, or the ones that are older also in critical condition?
I don't want to misspeak here. I believe that all of the pediatric patients were the ones that were in a critical condition. Yes.
Did I get my numbers right?
You did. You did.
Can you give us your specific title one more time, doctor?
It's Thomas Wyatt, yeah, Chair of Emergency Medicine at Hennepin Healthcare.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Check out our newsroom too, because I will be posting the exact information on the patients, their conditions, just those general conditions and the numbers. The Hennepin Healthcare Newsroom. Thanks for coming.
Do you anticipate any other updates later in the day?
I'm hoping to give another update later. Just again, general conditions. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
I couldn't hear anything.
Okay, I'm gonna have to two different things. I did get audio on that.